Hey, welcome back to Power Reviews. This is episode 15 and this is the Beatit L5 speaker. Well, technically it's the L5 romantic lighting Bluetooth speaker, but hey, you do what you want to do with it. So this little guy's pretty straightforward. It's a Bluetooth speaker with the added bonus of an LED light built in. Think of the speaker light bulb I reviewed a while ago, but portable and without the ability to sync up the beat of the music to the light. Also, it's got way better sounding audio, but again, it's not a light bulb, so it's kind of to be expected. On the front is a display with a single light control on top. Tap it to alternate between how intense you want the light to be until you hit the RGB mode, where it'll alternate between the colors. I also really wish you could sync up the light to the beat of the music. I know it sounds dumb, but I'm docking points for that, because seriously, if I have a light bulb with a speaker built in that can do that, this thing has no excuse. Also, the air quote white color on the LED is really creamy and kind of gross. I mean, it's fine for desk lighting or something like that, but for example, it's not a light that I would want to use as extra backlight for my videos. It just blends weird and doesn't look too good. So here's what I don't understand about this speaker. Functionally, it works fine and sounds great. We'll do a sound sample in just a second. But all the controls are on the bottom? I mean, you can adjust anything you want on whatever device you've got connected to it with Bluetooth, but I don't know, it just seems kind of counterintuitive to have all the controls somewhere you can't immediately access. On the back is a standard micro USB charger, which is nice to see, and even a spot for a micro SD card so you can use it as a standalone speaker. Playback time's listed at about 22 hours with only music and 8 with music and the light on, and it lives right up to that. Unless you need light, just play it without the light and the music will last you a good while. Alright, so it's a speaker. Let's do a quick sound test and then wrap this guy up. Okay, so sound quality is actually pretty solid out of a little Bluetooth speaker, and it's a lot louder than I initially expected. In a closed room like mine, it gets really freaking obnoxious. The lows sound really strong, and there's a fair pump from the bass. Mids are about the same, sound pretty good, and the highs are actually really solid, especially at the higher volumes. A lot of speakers tend to crack in the highs when you crank up the volume, so kudos there. Overall, it's a really nice, well-rounded little speaker. I wasn't able to find specifically how powerful the driver on this speaker is. I'm going to guess somewhere in the neighborhood of a 10-watt speaker system because, I don't know, it just compares pretty well to a 10-watt speaker that I've got sitting around. Surprisingly decent audio for 50 bucks and pretty nice build quality too, a little metal trim on the bottom. Nothing super fancy, but it does what it's supposed to do pretty well and makes a nice addition to something like a desk or a nightstand.